It's official as a Yankees outfielder has made it known to everyone what his future plans are moving into the 2026 season, and all Yankee fans can do is accept this decision and wonder why this is the case once again in the Yankees outfield. We'll break down everything surrounding the New York Yankees and this decision made by this Yankees outfielder. What's going on, guys? Alex Brooks back here on Yankees Digest to give you guys everything surrounding the New York Yankees. Before we get into this video and everything surrounding this decision by this Yankees outfielder, we are currently at 9,300 subscribers on the channel. So if you guys are not a part of these subscribers, you guys better hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything surrounding the New York Yankees. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you tuning into these videos every single day. But getting right into this video, as we learned about the decision from Cody Bellinger that he opted out of his contract and will become a free agent. This was something that was not really that surprising when looking at it from, just every different angle. Cody Bellinger, he did a lot this season for the New York Yankees. He was a leader in the clubhouse. He was definitely very consistent and being a great teammate with Aaron Judge and Trent Grisham in the outfield. He provided so many defensive highlights, offensive highlights, did really well for the New York Yankees. A lot, nothing more you could ask for from Cody Bellinger. But at the end of the day, it came down to the postseason success for the Yankees and how all of their players just kind of stalled out and didn't do well against the Toronto Blue Jays in the division series. So, things were going to change in this Yankees team. Now knowing Trent Grisham is a free agent, Cody Bellinger opted out. Now he is going to be a free agent. So the Yankees are going to have to move in a different direction in their outfield. And you just got to think this is something where it just seems like he was moving over to, a different place because he wanted to be at a different team, knows that he appreciated the New York Yankees, but that there's always a time where the Yankees and other players, they kind of just, let them come for a year and then just see where they go from there. But looking at Cody Bellinger on the season, 26 home runs, 279 batting average with 83 RBIs, did so well for the New York Yankees as a ball player on offense. Defensively, he was really good as well, just having that consistency in the outfield. He could play first base as well, so he's a two-way player there. Just a big part of the Yankees getting to the playoffs. It just kind of stalled out at the end. It was an unfortunate ending to Cody Bellinger's Yankees tenure. And, just looking at when you look at this outfield for the New York Yankees, the guy you got to feel bad for is Aaron Judge. He's going to play with two new consistent outfielders next year after 2024 when he played with Juan Soto and Alex Verdugo. Now he is moving over from Trent Grisham and Cody Bellinger, and now the consistency is just not really there with this Yankees outfield, knowing that, playing with these guys over and over and over again, how to build that consistent championship level team, and having that championship pedigree that the Yankees always really had back in the day, with Bernie Williams and Paul O'Neill being consistent guys in that outfield. Well, now it's just Aaron Judge, and you got Jasson Dominguez there, and then besides those two guys, you kind of just have expendable pieces from the infield and the outfield with Jose Caballero and Ahmed Rosario. So you definitely have different guys moving in the outfield, and it comes up to Brian Cashman and what he wants to provide for this Yankees team. I know when you're looking at the outfielders right now, I know it says right fielders, but just outfielders in general that I want to highlight. Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is the big meal ticket that the Yankees fans are going to want for this team. I would definitely accept Kyle Tucker at the right price to be in the outfield. Pair him with Aaron Judge, pair him with Jasson Dominguez to have a consistent, really good lineup offensively and defensively. And I definitely think, with his 8.7 WAR on the season, just a big time player for the Chicago Cubs. Now, if he goes to the New York Yankees, going to be in that big market and be able to produce. Looking at other guys, you obviously got Starling Marte, you got Ramon Laureano. Just, compared to Kyle Tucker, they don't match up offensively, but you definitely have options there, veteran options to bring to this Yankees team. And, when we look at another guy that the Yankees could go with, it is Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones is really, just one of the top prospects for the New York Yankees in their farm system. He has been able to be a consistent batter in the minor leagues. And you look at what Brian Cashman has done with trading, they've kind of been very conservative. They haven't went for the big ticket like Paul Skeens and trading away, multiple top prospects. They've kind of been consistent in holding on to these guys. Well, you're holding on to them, you better play them. Jasson Dominguez and Spencer Jones are two guys that you held on to, you didn't want to trade away. Well, now you have to get them in the lineup consistently. So if Spencer Jones is going to be someone who the Yankees are going to want on this Yankees team for multiple years and decades, you want to have him to get a shot at a major league roster, definitely in spring training, and bring him up to the major leagues. There's no time for just getting another guy here to just replace Dominguez or Spencer Jones in the outfield. There's no more time for just patching a hole right now where that you have a top prospect, because people are going to want those guys. They're going to want to poach those guys, and the reason you hold on to these prospects doesn't really make sense if you're not going to play them. So Spencer Jones, definitely would want him in the outfield if the Yankees don't go after Kyle Tucker. Then you have Jasson Dominguez and you have Aaron Judge. So you have a mix of youth and mix of veteran leadership who know how to win and know how to put up numbers consistently. So it's going to be big for the Yankees right now. They have Jasson Dominguez and Aaron Judge in their outfield that are consistent outfielders on a daily basis. So you definitely got to get another guy in here if you are the New York Yankees. You know that you have expendable pieces with Ahmed Rosario and Jose Caballero, who can play both the infield and the outfield, but you want to have a consistent guy in the outfield. It's going to be something that's going to be interesting moving into this free agency period. Definitely think that with Cody Bellinger moving on, the Yankees can pivot in any sort of different direction. I think that the youth is definitely something that they got to, really look at and really want to expand on that, because back in the day when Aaron Judge was coming up, he wasn't the Aaron Judge we know right now. He was a home run strikeout type of guy, and the Yankees gave him a chance, and he became the captain of the New York Yankees and one of the faces of the sport. So when you're looking at the guys like Jasson Dominguez and Spencer Jones, if they don't have the sort of traits that you want at this point right now, then I just don't understand why you wouldn't trade them away. So you got to make sure that you have these guys to play on the Yankees, because you have an investment on them. You want the return on the investment you give to these prospects, and not just have them whittle away in the minor leagues and have them get shipped off for absolutely nothing. But that's going to do it for another edition of Yankees Digest. Appreciate all the support you guys are giving us on this channel. Let me know your thoughts on Spencer Jones being an option for the Yankees in the outfield in 2026. How you feel about this Yankees team moving into this free agency. Who you want to see on the New York Yankees. I want to know all your thoughts on the New York Yankees. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's go Yankees, and let's get a great outfield in 2026.